everyone, and welcome to Extra Extra. This is a news show where we have two top talking head panelists who are going to be discussing the news of the day. So I'd love to have each of these people introduce themselves. So if you want to get started and introduce yourself.
My name is David Michelson. I grew up in southern New Jersey, kind of by the shore. My specialty is saltwater taffy, and I'm here today mostly to talk about how the water can be better in your town.
Fantastic.
Richard Thornburg, and I am a farmer. Always have been.
All right. Short but sweet, fantastic. So the first story we're going to be discussing today comes to us from CBS News. A newly discovered frog looks amazingly like Kermit the Frog. Brian Kubicki has been studying amphibians in Costa Rica for 17 years, dedicating thousands of hours to fieldwork in the country's tropical rainforest, but he probably never expected to meet a celebrity frog in the process. In a study published earlier this year in the Journal of Zootaxa, the founder of the Costa Rican Amphibian Research Center described a new species of frog, Hylambotichium dinea, with its uniformly bright lime green skin and big white bug eyes with dark centers. It looks uncannily like Kermit the Frog. Gentlemen, how do we feel about this? About art imitating life and life imitating art?
That's nothing. I have a pig that looks just like Miss Piggy. And is slutty like her, too. Dresses up all fancy, puts lipstick on. I don't know where she gets it from. She gets it. Struts around like she's the queen of the pig farm, which she is by birth.
Is she slutty to the pigs, or does she come on to the help at the farm?
Oh, she throws it around anyway. It doesn't matter. Pigs, help, frogs, the cows, anything. She doesn't know her limitations, which is what I like about her.
We had sharks in the early 20s in New Jersey. There's now a little town called Shark River Hills. I think the river was called Township before. Killed 4 people. That was a news story. You understand? People die. This is just a frog that looks like a piece of art. I'm a little ashamed to be on the show. Quite frankly, to deal with your propaganda.
Well, I'm not saying that it's a good or bad thing that there's a frog that looks like Kermit the Frog. I'm just bringing it to the attention of the public. It's something to be discussed.
You're a newsman. The news of the day. I'm sorry to be so adversarial at the top of our show, but sir.
I told a happy story, just a note.
So we just pick whichever one we want, and then you'll butcher it, and we'll get the meat.
You can have that big, or that big, or that big one with the weird testicle.
Yes, that's what we've come to. You can choose any of my cohabitation pigs that I consider roommates, that I've named, and I will slaughter it and provide you with ham or bacon or whatever other monstrosity you want to shovel into your pie holes.
So why is this one wearing a tiara?
Well, because she was feeling down. So I wanted to reassure her that we can all be champions. So I gave her a tiara. And yet, you may pick her for me to slaughter and serve to you on a plate for you to put into your mouths and work off as calories probably playing dumb video games in your stupid apartments.
I mean, speaking of stupid apartments, does your landlord know you have all these pigs in here?
Do you have to sign a separate deposit for each one?
I have a high deposit, which is part of the reason I am hard up for money, and part of the reason why I've had to open my friends up for consumption. Okay, that's the smallest one.
Yeah.
That's my baby pig.
He's got a little tag on it.
He's literally got like a binky in his mouth.
Yeah.
Like he's like sucking on a
He's
little...
getting his first teeth.
Oh my goodness. I bet it tastes really sweet. So it's like a suckling pig.
Yes, you can call it that, I guess.
What about this one with the Letterman's jacket on?
That one is the most popular pig in my apartment, and so he wears the Letterman's jacket, and all the other pigs kind of look up to him, and they hope that this isn't the high point of his life necessarily. But for now, I think it's good for all their self-esteem that one of them wears a Letterman's jacket, and it's kind of like the alpha pig.
Well, I tell you what, this is the high point of his life, because that's the one that I want.
Can I guess his name? Is it Troy?
His name is Troy.
Gentlemen, in more news, this is a little slice of life, and I really just hope that you can accept this as
I'm
an
so
actual
sorry
news
for my
story.
behavior earlier.
Yeah.
I'm just apologizing.
Okay. The story comes to us from the U.S. News, and it's about a woman named Molly Schuler who eats 3 steak dinners in 20 minutes. From Amarillo, Texas, a competitive eater has conquered 3 72-ounce steak dinners in about 20 minutes during a food challenge held at a restaurant in Amarillo, Texas. Dozens of people gathered outside the Big Texan Steak Ranch on Sunday afternoon to watch Molly Schuler eat the steaks, plus 3 baked potatoes, 3 shrimp cocktails, 3 salads, and 3 rolls. Schuler finished her first steak dinner in 4 minutes and 18 seconds, which beats the record of 4 minutes and 58 seconds, which are set last May. She told the Amarillo Globe News that she had turned down a 4th steak not because she was full, but because she was sick of the taste. Schuler, who's from Sacramento, California, ate 363 wings in 30 minutes at a Philadelphia competition in 2014.
I'm sorry. Did you say that she ate rolls?
Yeah, as part of the dinner.
Mistake number 1 in terms of competitive eating is to eat the rolls.
Yeah.
That's what they want you to eat.
We do a lot of saltwater cohabitation with the Coney Island guys that do the hot dogs. They take their hot dog bun and dip it in water because they have to. You don't have a choice, right? It's not like steak dinner. You could be like, I'll have more steak or something rolls.
Right.
Hot dog, you gotta eat the bread. So Kobayashi sticks that thing in the water, sucks the whole thing down like he was drinking slurry. I don't understand the roll.
I don't understand the roll either. I think this is the point that America can all agree on.
Right.
You don't eat the rolls if you're trying to eat more steak.
That's where they're trying to hose you every time you go to the restaurant. They're like, hey, you go to the buffet, have some rolls first. Why? You don't get shrimp.
Wait, so you say that you have a taffy competition eating?
Saltwater taffy competition. That's right. Yeah.
That you run along at the same time as the 4th of July hot dog eating competition?
Yeah, you know how like on your wedding day, you have all the stuff, and the night before you have an engagement dinner, or rehearsal dinner?
Yeah.
So like, we set up Friday night with our saltwater taffy stuff. It's pretty great. It's pretty great. We got some nice sponsors this year. Alfa Romeo brought a car. It wasn't part of it, but the car was there. It was nice.
So someone just happened to drive an Alfa Romeo car to the event.
It was very classy.
Is there a competitive eating taffy contest? Or is that just...
That's what it is.
That's what you do?
Yes.
People don't die.
Not recently. We had a string. There's 7 in a row, so we had to make some changes to the competition.
7 people died in a row.
Yeah. Well, that's a standard statistical model, right? You have a band, and then if you have 7 figures outside of your expected band, then you have a problem.
I don't think after 1 you have a problem with that model.
It's a rule of 7. It's science.
Well, you held 7 events and someone died in every one of them. So do you need to go, like...
It's a rule of taffy.
Yeah.
We didn't have an 8th event, guys. Come on. Right?
I'm saying I can't believe you had a 2nd event.
Have you ever entered an event?
I've entered plenty of competitive eating events, but they've all been foods that were swallowable. I'm not going to eat a competitive blue tournament thing.
You're saying saltwater taffy is not swallowable?
I'm saying it is, but not in large quantities in rapid succession.
That's why you have a competition.
That's true.
Raise the bar.
I don't know that I'm comfortable eating this in rapid succession.
What would you be comfortable with? What kind of succession?
I mean, he looks horrible. I think we should just call this right now. He looks horrible.
Who's going to win this thing? picture's going up here on the wall of fame. Your picture's going over there, the wall of shame.
Okay, all right, fine. I give up. I just want you to stop. Like, let's just end this now. I'm worried about you. Let's just. You win, I lose, and
I've lost too many eating competitions to psychological tricks.
this isn't a trick.
I've had the old "stop eating, you look like you might die."
But you do. You really do.
Yeah.
Like you're on number like 10 here. I've had like 5 bites. Like if I.
This is a classic tortoise in the hare scenario. Let me get out to a big lead, get overconfident, tell me to stop, and then you blow past me. Been around this rodeo before, son.
Can I at least call like a paramedic?
Oh, please.
Okay.
Yes. You may call one.
All right, because I just want to make sure. I don't want this on my conscience. Is the bottom line.
You know, there's a belt for the championship of this one.
It's a
A
big
big
one.
one. It goes like this.
Well, and it have to be a big one. You're huge.
Excuse me?
That's all.
This is another psychological tactic, insult my girth,
Why would you do such a thing?
make me lose my appetite.
Well, listen.
No,
I don't
good
think-
luck.
I don't think we're telling any secrets here to say that you're morbidly obese.
If you try and beat him down, he just uses that as fuel.
Yeah.
That's not kind.
All right.
It's really not kind.
I want to make you a deal. If you stop, I'll pay the winnings to you out of my own pocket because I want you to live.
He doesn't have the belt, baby.
That's the 6th stage of eating competition, is bargaining.
All right.
I've been there too.
All right.
I've been everywhere.
Well, then I'm just going to casually eat the rest of my meal. And if you die, I'm going to take this little package of hand wipes and wipe my hands of it. Because I've had my fill of watching you eat those ribs.
This kid just doesn't give up.
Doesn't give up.
You know what, friend? Walk out of the building. Let's go ahead. Make yourself puke. Let's really get this thing over with.
Or you could stay and watch me eat my ribs with a knife and fork like a civilized person. And just weep. Maybe I'll drink your tears. Maybe I'll soak them up with a bun. Eat that just for spite.
Years from now, when you're dying in your bed, you're thinking about all the ribs you didn't eat, and that this man is still alive, still eating ribs.
Big assumption, but I like where you're going.
You're gonna think about this night. You're gonna think about turning your back. You're gonna think about your handy wipes.
Classic Braveheart scenario.
Coming to us from the Chicago Tribune, Michael Jordan or LeBron James, man charged in fight over who is a better basketball player. Police say an argument over whether Michael Jordan or LeBron James is a better basketball player ended in a Pennsylvania man's arrest on aggravated assault and other charges. The Centre Times Daily reports 22-year-old Daniel Modolici was first arrested early Saturday after fighting with another man over whether Air Jordan or King James reigned supreme. It wasn't clear which player Modolici backed. He was released on bond and told not to return. Instead, he went to stay with a woman at another apartment, but police were called there Saturday night when they said Modolici became argumentative and refused to leave. It's not clear what the argument was about. Online court records show Modolici remained jailed Monday and was unable to post bail. A defense attorney wasn't listed. So gentlemen, Michael Jordan or LeBron James? Who's the real champion?
Same time?
Same time, sir.
I'll catch you down.
He's the host. All right.
3, 2, 1.
Michael
Air
Jordan.
Jordan.
Oh, I knew it! I knew you were
I knew you would have
yeah.
Finally, sir. We agree.
Yeah. Mondolici, Italian, right? From Pennsylvania, probably outside of Philly, probably west of New Jersey, probably related. Tell you what, the guy just likes to argue, right?
A lot of assumptions there.
That's not really that big of an assumption. Like it's a pretty.
Does that track the logic you're saying you're related to the person from this news article?
I assume he's second cousin at least. Also, Bruce Springsteen is my second cousin.
Have you ever met Bruce Springsteen?
Once at a concert.
So wait, you went to a Bruce Springsteen concert, or you actually met him at the
I
concert?
met him there. He was singing.
I met the Pope.
Oh.
He was on my television.
I think we're taking some pretty loose generalizations about meeting
I was
people
kind of
here.
commenting, you know, meeting is different from attending a paid event.
I met Michael Jordan once. Hey, like that.
At a basketball game he was playing in?
I was down in Wrightsville Beach in North Carolina, where he keeps a summer home, and a little place called Lansdowne, and I jogged right by that neighborhood. Nice guy.
By
Nice
the
guy.
neighborhood.
That's called stalking.
No, it's something
Criminal
called
trespass and stalking.
It's a pretty standard loop that all the film stars and celebrities in that area run. It's very nice. It goes along the beach and then it comes back up. It's 3 miles right by the nice neighborhood.
So you waited for him to come out of his house, and you started jogging behind him on this loop?
Yeah, mostly.
That's called chasing.
He's a nice guy. I kept up with him for like a quarter mile or so. We had a nice pace going. Felt a little bond. MJ, best there ever was. Mr. President, how are you doing? Are you feeling good? How's your heart rate?
Did you notice the guy behind us?
You have the smile?
Yeah.
He's been tracking us with a good pace for about 2 miles now. Seems pretty friendly.
I mean, I get the whole seems pretty friendly thing, but like, he's chasing me, right?
Well, by that regard, I'm chasing you too, sir.
Good point. So threat level is no imminent threat level.
DEFCON 5, sir.
Okay. Alright. He's waving now.
Oh, that's nice.
I mean, is it?
Maybe he's just a friendly guy from the Midwest. They wave a lot, sir.
Alright.
You were there and you're speaking to us.
Alright.
You remember we were in that town in
Okay, now he's showing me his chest.
Oh, he works out. That's awesome. That's very good. He must jog often.
Yeah, surprised to see that many abs.
He's been keeping up with this without much effort.
Yeah. Alright. Now he's showing some butt crack.
Hey, full moon over Northwest DC, sir.
Moon is out. Moon is out.
Hey, go ahead. Feel free to throw your own up there, huh? Press the button.
Not gonna do it. Every jog, you always say, pull your dick out, pull your butts out. Not gonna do it. Not presidential.
That's Secret Service covering you, man. We got it. If something untoward happens, I'll just jump in front of your butt. Make sure I take that butt bullet.
Alright. Well, you're the best.
I'm your body man, sir.
Alright. Alright. Breathe in here.
How you doing?
Me? A-okay. A-okay all the time, that's what I say.
Yeah.
So I know you now.
Huh?
Now I know you. We're friends.
Oh, yeah. You're a voter, and I'm friends with the voters. Alright.
Okay.
So if you
We're
ever need
personal friends.
if you need a partner or anything, like he's the guy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Presidential partner's the whole thing.
That's what I want.
Let's keep running. Let's just keep running.
Love your enthusiasm today, sir.
Alright, he's pulling his own hair out. He just threw his own hair at me. He just threw some hair at me.
Now we're related. We share DNA!
That does make you like blood brothers, sir.
I mean, look at my map, so.
Oh.
But it
Like, that
doesn't
would be
change.
bad. That would be bad, right?
Yeah,
You got some hair in your mouth?
yeah. Where were you? But no, come on.
Oh, you okay? Okay? Is he okay?
He's okay.
Okay, cool.
What's your name, friend?
My name?
Yeah.
Byron.
Byron? Please don't throw hair in the president's mouth.
Okay. I wouldn't do that to my brother.
Whatever that is.
And that's not what the crime scene investigators are going to say. I mean, if they were to say anything.
I mean, that has to be against the law to say it to the president, right?
He's a big NCIS fan or something. Look at this.
Yeah, I like the Miami one.
Right? Everybody looks like
Yeah, the sunglasses.
Yeah.
Let's go to work.
Like your sunglasses.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
great.
Dope.
Do you want to try mine?
Yeah, sure.
They have a radio signal inside of them.
Ooh.
You can see through things too. It's cool.
Oh yeah, look at all that. There's a
Hey,
bunker under
look,
us.
he doesn't have a bulletproof vest on today.
All right, we don't need to talk about that.
Wow. That's a lot of information.
Yeah, well, you can just see it on. All right. Sir, I think you're right. Sir, we're running backwards.
Remember that whole butt bullet thing you were talking about earlier?
I'm over it, sir.
You okay? Are you okay?
Yeah.
It looked like he was giving you a Heimlich.
No, he was just covering my butt in case you were gonna shoot me there.
We're okay, Byron.
Okay, I wouldn't shoot you there. I did leave you a note in your butt.
Hey, we've got a situation. This really friendly guy is sort of a nerd person. Yeah.
Well, thank you. I think I'm handling Congress pretty well too.
There's a backside to it.
I was going to say stand down, but hold please.
Pardon the butt pun.
Handling Congress pretty well.
Best-
Is that a pun?
Hmm?
The pun.
This guy.
He
Sorry,
said,
I can't read from here.
he said you have the best crack next to the Liberty Bell.
Meant as a total compliment.
What are you doing, Mr. President?
Actually pretty good. Thanks so much.